Once upon a time, there was a mama wide-mouthed frog, and she had these babies, but she didn't know what to feed them. So she goes out into the woods to find other mamas to ask what they feed their babies. But the first mama she comes across is a mama giraffe. And so she goes up to the mama giraffe and she says, "Mama giraffe, what do you feed your babies?" And the mama giraffe said, "Well, I feed my babies leaves." So the mama wide-mouthed frog, "Thank you, goodbye," gathers up some leaves, takes them back to her babies, but the babies wouldn't eat them. So she goes back out into the woods, and the next animal she comes across is a mama cow. So she goes up to the mama cow and she says, "Mama cow, what do you feed your babies?" And so the mama cow says, "Well, I feed my babies milk." "Thank you, goodbye." She gets some milk from the mama cow and takes it back to her babies, but the babies wouldn't eat that either. So she goes back out into the woods, and the next animal she comes across is a mama alligator. So she goes up to the mama alligator and she says, "Mama alligator, what do you feed your babies?" And the mama alligator says, "Well, I feed my babies wide-mouthed frogs." She says, "No shit." Let me tell you, one day I decided to go to the big city to see all the sights. So I get there and I get to the hotel and I check in and everything, and I thought, well, I will give me a bite to eat before I go out. So I go into this little restaurant here in the hotel and I tell them, I said I would like a two-piece toast. So, well, they bring me my food, but there's only one piece on the plate. I said, "Mom, I need a two-piece." She said, "You better not a piece, you son of a bitch." I said, "Mom, you don't understand. I need a two-piece on the plate." She said, "You better not a piece on the plate, you son of a bitch." So that day I went out and I seen the sights. And I come back and I am so tired and I'm hungry. So I go back into the restaurant and I sit down to order me a little bite to eat. But I sit down at the table and there's a spoon and there's a knife, but there's no fork. I said, "Mom, I need a fork." She said, "You better not a fork, you son of a bitch." I said, "Mom, you don't understand. I want a fork on the table." "You better not a fork on the table, you son of a bitch." And they're kicking me out of the restaurant. So I go on up to my room and I'm getting ready for bed. And I pull back at the blankets on the bed, but there's no shit on the bed. So I call down to the desk and I said, "Hey, I need a shit." They said, "Sir, you have a bathroom in your room and that is what you need to use." I said, "No, sir, you do not understand. I need a shit on the bed." "Sir, you better not a shit on the bed, you son of a bitch." So the next morning, I'm checking out. And I'm walking through the lobby, and there's a little man at the desk, and he's smiling. And he says, "A pizza to you." I said, "Well, a pizza on you too, you son of a bitch. I'm going back to Italy."